Hello, dear students from all over Egypt. Welcome to today's session. With you today, Ms. Wafa Hassoub, and today, inshallah, we will continue our revision for your ICT book, Programming and Artificial Intelligence, and Career Platform. السلام عليكم أولادنا الغاليين في كل مكان. أهلا بيكم مع المراجعة اللي بتقوم بها وزارة التربية والتعليم لكتابنا الخاص بالآي سي تي البرمجة والذكاء الاصطناعي وكمان لمنصة كوريو. So after inshallah we finish or end our book revision, we will give you inshallah the revision for Career Platform, including codes, how to write a code, everything that relates to the Career Platform, and of course relates to the chapters. And we will give you questions to write codes in it. So inshallah you will master the chapters and the JavaScript language or programming language, and bring all the high marks or all the marks inshallah in your exam. بإذن الله هيكون معانا مراجعة شاملة وكبيرة جدا وقوية لمنصة كوريو لكل الشابترز أو كل الفصول الدراسية اللي موجودة فيها. شاملة بإذن الله هتكون شاملة الأكواد، الشرح اللي موجود، وكمان هنخليكم إن انتوا تكتبوا معانا أكواد بحيث إن انتوا تبقوا عارفين جافا سكريبت بتشتغل إزاي. So follow us please in our next session inshallah and be with me today. So today inshallah we will continue the revision for chapter 2, lesson 2. So it's intellectual property rights. Intellectual property rights. Well, be with me and try giving your answers in the chat, please. So this is an MCQ question. What do intellectual property rights protect? So what do they protect? Physical products only, creation and ideas from human intellectual activities, government patents, commercial manufacturing. Well, intellectual property rights protects your creation, your ideas from human intellectual activities. So not to let others, take your creation. Take the things that you created by yourself, you invented by yourself. So intellectual property rights protects you from being robbed or being hacked from others. Well, fill in the gap. The IP rights divide into industrial property rights and the copyrights, of course. So it's divided into two things: industrial property rights and copyright. A WH question. What office registers industrial property rights in Egypt? Well, it's Egypt Patent Office. Egypt Patent Office. True or false? Industrial property rights follow the formality principle. Is it correct or false? And it's correct, of course. MCQ question. Patent rights protect product names or logos, advanced technological ideas or inventions, product shapes, or music recording. Well, patent rights protect advanced technological ideas and inventions. Fill in the gap. So, what model rights? It's 7 years from application. So, it's utility model rights. It's 7 years from the application, from applying that. WH question. What principle applies to copyright? Can you guess? It's non-formality principle. Rights at creation. So it's your right to protect your creation from being hacked. True or false? Copyright requires registration with Egypt Patent Office. Is it correct or false? Well, it's false, of course. Well, it's a matching question now. Fill in the blanks from A to F. Match industrial property types. Patent rights protects and utility model rights protect. What about design rights? They protect. And trademark rights protect what? Well, is it product names, logos, text, or sound? Advanced technological inventions, product shape or structure, product design, shape, or patterns? Well, patent rights protect advanced technological inventions. So we call them patent rights. They protect advanced technological inventions. So anything that's related to technology, patent rights protect your rights in it. Well, as for utility model rights protects, well, they protect the product shape or structure. So you have the right to create your shape or your product shape, and no one can steal it from you because you have utility model rights that protects your creation. And as for design rights, they protect the product design, shape, or patterns. So whatever designs you do, okay, you can protect your designs by design rights protection. And as for trademark rights, they protect the product names or logos, text, or sound. So when you create a name for your product, no one else can ever take it without your consent. Due to what? Due to trademark rights protection. Well, MCQ question. Copyrights cover industrial manufacturing, novels, movies, painting, computer programs, or product trademarks or utility models. Well, copyrights, they are or they cover novels that you create by yourself. You have copyright for it. Movies that you make the scenes for it. Paintings that you painted. And computer programs that you invented or you created. So all these are protected by copyright. Fill in the gap. Copyright protection. Creators' lifetime plus, well, how many years? So when we create something and the creator of the thing died, can people use it directly or after a period of time? Well, the copyright protection law says its creator's lifetime, all his life, plus 50 years after his death. So all his life, no one can take his creation without his consent. Plus, okay, or adding to it, 50 years after his death. A WH questions. What are moral rights of creator? Well, they are rights protecting personal interests of creator. So, moral rights, okay, they protect your personal interests. We call them moral rights. True or false? Copyrights apply to amateurs and minors. So, for amateurs and minors, all people and younger, all of them have copyrights. Is it correct or false? And it's correct, of course. So whether you are young, adult, or old, you have your own copyrights that protects you. MCQ question. Copyright, okay, property rights protect creators, personal interest, economic interest, registration fees, or patent application. And of course, they protect creators' economic interest. So if you want money or to get paid from your creation, the property rights protect your investment. No one can steal it from you. Fill in the gap. Use copyrighted work without permission equals what infringement? Do you remember? Well, it's copyright infringement. Okay, so it's not good to do something like that to other people, try to steal their work. It's copyright infringement. True or false? Patent rights protection plus 20 years from application. Is it correct or false? Well, if someone created something and he wants to use it, okay, freely, without entering jail. So is it equal the person's lifetime and plus 20 years from application? Is it correct or false? Well, it's correct. These are the patent rights protection. Patent rights protection, okay? Not the copyright protection. It's the patent right protection. These rights, okay, equal 20 years from the application. After you apply, okay, you have 20 years from them. An MCQ question. Neighboring rights granted to patent inventors, singers, directors, record companies, trademark designers, and utility model creators. So it's granted to singers, directors, record companies, those who can speak on your behalf. Okay, so if you are not allowed or you are a singer or something, you have someone to protect your rights. So we call it neighboring rights granted. Okay, so it's neighboring rights and it's granted to, okay, singers, directors, and record companies. Fill in the gap. What's the act law protecting creator rights? Well, it's Copyright Act. Copyright Act. Now we have a WH question. What's required to produce someone else's copyrighted work? So, in order to get others' work or to take their work and take it for yourself freely. So, What's required for you to reproduce it? Permission from creator. So you need to take his consent, his approval, that you can take his creation and freely you can modify it or edit it. A WH question. When do copyright rights establish? So can you know when do copyrights establish? At moment work is created. So it's non-formality principle. So the non-formality principle, it says that copyrights establish the moment work is created. So when you create something, exactly after you finish it, you have the copyright to protect your creation from other people. True or false? Design rights equal 10 years from registration. Is it correct or false? So it's your rights in your design. The thing that you design it and give it shape and structure and so on. So it's correct. So it's 10 years from registration. Fill in the gap. Industrial property rights effective after filling with Egypt office. So it's office in Egypt. So we call it office or Egypt patent office. Egypt patent office. An MCQ question. Formality principle applies to copyrights, industrial property rights, moral rights, or neighboring rights. Well, the formality principle applies to industrial property rights. Still with the question about intellectual property rights. Well, WH question. What protects product names, logos, text, and sound? We call it trademark rights. Trademark rights. True or false? Utility model rights equal 7 years protection. Is it correct or false? So you have the right to protect your model or utility model rights. So you have the rights to protect. So they are equal 7 years protection. True or false? And it's true. It's 7 years, not 10 or 20. Fill in the gap. Copyrights follow non-principle. It's non-formality principle. Now it's a matching question. So from A to F, match protection periods. Industrial property protection periods. Well, remember these periods because you may mix one with other. So remember them carefully, please. It's patent rights. They equal how many years from application? Well, as for utility model, how many years? And design rights, how many years? Trademarks, how many years? Okay, for renewable. And it's renewable, mean you can renew this period again and again. Well, which one is 20? And which one is 7? Which one is 10? And which is 5 years renewal? Well, as for patent rights, okay, it's 20 years. 20 years from application. As for utility model years, okay, or a utility model, it equals 7 years for utility model. And as for design rights, okay, it's 10 years, and trademark are 10 years too, okay? Well, MCQ question. Which rights arise from performers and broadcasters? Patent rights, neighboring rights, moral rights, or design rights? So as for performers and broadcasters, those who broadcast things to other people or perform shows in theaters and television and so on. So what rights, okay, they need? Is it patent rights, neighboring rights, moral or design rights? So it's neighboring rights, because they have companies that protect their rights. A WH question. What law protects creators? Well, it's the Copyright Act. This is the law that protects creators from being hacked, being used, or misused from other people. True or false? Copyright infringement occurs without permission for website use. Is it correct or false? And it's correct, of course, because, okay, the infringement or violation of the copyright occurs, okay, without permission for websites use. An MCQ question. Non-formality principle means rights at registration, work creation, patent office filing, or court approval. And non-formality principle means rights at work creation, okay, not registration or patent office filing. Fill in the gap. Moral rights protect creators' interests. Personal. So moral rights protect creators' personal interests. And we have a WH question. How long after death does copyright protection last? After the creator death? Well, it lasts for 50 years. And after the 50 years, you can use whatever thing you want to do with his creation, okay? An MCQ question. Design rights protect technological inventions, product shape or patterns, music programs, or company logos. Well, they protect product shape or the product patterns. That's why we call design rights. It's related to design, to shape, to structure. Fill in the gap. Reproducing work needs creator permission, his consent, his agreeing that you can use his creation freely. A WH question. What are examples of copyright works? Well, as an example for copyright works like novels, movies, paintings, photographs, music, and computer programs. True or false? Industrial property requires Egypt Patent Office registration. Is it correct or false? Well, your property in industry, it requires Egypt Patent Office registrations. Correct or false? Well, of course you need it. It's correct. Fill in the gap. The intellectual property rights or the IP rights mainly industrial property and what we told you that is divided into two, industrial property and copyrights, of course. A WH question. Who gets neighboring rights? So we revise more and more so you can memorize it all. Well, performers like singers, directors, actors, and record companies and broadcasters. All of these can get neighboring rights. True or false? Copyrights established regardless of creator status. Correct or false? It's correct that copyrights do establish regardless, okay, and no matter the status of the creator himself. An MCQ question. So, copyright property rights protect personal interests, economic interests, registration process, or utility models, and they protect the economic interest. True or false? Copyrights established regardless of creator status. Correct or false? And it's correct. Well, it's a matching question. So from A to F, match copyright types. Copyright components. Moral rights protect and property rights they protect. Neighboring rights for and Copyright Act protects. So, performers, broadcasters, personal interests, creator rights, or economic interests. Well, moral rights, they protect personal interests. And property rights, okay, they protect economic interests. As for neighboring rights, they protect performers and broadcasters. And Copyright Acts, it protects creator rights. Well, an MCQ question. Trademark rights relate to product inventions, product names or logos, text or sound, artistic creations, or performers' rights. Well, trademark, it's related to product names, logos, any logos you create, text or sound. Fill in the gap. Formality principle. Rights after and registration. So it's rights after application and registration. AWH question. What constitutes copyright infringement? It's reproducing or using work without permission. True or false? Patent rights equals 20 years from application. Correct or false? Well, it's correct that patent rights equals 20 years from application. True or false? Neighboring rights are made for singers, actors, record companies, and it's correct, of course, that's made for these people. An MCQ question. Non-formality principle applies when patent filed, work created, trademark registered, or design approved. And it applies when work created. Fill in the gap. Copyright means lifetime plus years after death. So how many years? It's 50 years after death. AWH question. So what office handles industrial property rights or registration? It's Egypt Patent Office. True or false? Utility model rights protect product shape, structure. Correct or false? And it's correct. An MCQ question. So, using copyrighted work on website requires patent registration, creator permission, trademark renewal, or design approval. And it equals or it requires creator permission. Fill in the gap. What kind of rights? That product design, shape, or patterns? So it's design rights. Copyright works include industrial products, computer programs, utility models, or trademarks. And it includes computer programs. Moral rights equal what interest of creators? It's personal interest of creator. How are industrial property rights established? Through application filed, registered with Egypt Patent Office. True or false? Copyright protection ends at creator's death. Well, it's false. It's plus 50 years after his death. What principle requires filling or registration? It's a formality principle for industrial property, which has 10 years protection, renewable. Patent, copyrights, trademarks, or moral rights. And it's trademarks. They need 10 years protection. Website use of work needs creator permission. What protects advanced technological ideas? Patent rights. True or false? Copyright Act protects creator rights. Correct or false? Well, it's correct. Well, we reached the end for today's revision. From me, all best wishes. Thank you and goodbye.